Rise and shine, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Jason Hackett. Alicia has the morning off. So we are less than 24 hours out from yet another KARE 11 weather impact alert, this time for rain and snow showers overnight, followed by falling temperatures. All of this leading to potentially slick roads tomorrow. So let's get to John for a closer look at the forecast. It could potentially get pretty nasty around here, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be nasty. We're getting missed by the bulk of the snow. Winnipeg is taking the snowstorm, so way up in Canada. But we're going to have very strong winds and crashing temperatures still to talk about. Now, this morning, I want to talk about the refreeze. There was our first melting yesterday, of course. You know that. But this morning, now the parking lots and sidewalks, they are very icy. So just be careful this morning. As we go to the afternoon, we will melt again. Not as warm, but still in the 30s, 34 to 36. Now, the wind will start to increase by the afternoon. But let's map out what's really going on. You can see very colorful things going on. Northern Minnesota has a winter storm watch. So wouldn't a winter storm watch mean we're going to get 6+? Not always. This time it's for blizzard conditions. 1 inch of snow causing blizzard conditions. We call that a ground blizzard because of the wind. Wind is going to be at 50 miles per hour in western Minnesota. So we'll probably get winds around 40 miles per hour, still very nasty. That is going to lead the way to temperatures just absolutely bottoming out Thursday afternoon. So we'll track the fall in your forecast coming up. Morning, Cece.
Good morning, 6:01. Hope your day's off to a good start. Let's track some road conditions here. You're seeing on this map, things are mostly green, except we're seeing a little blue here as you head into downtown St. Paul. But other than that, things are pretty normal out there, but slick spots can pop up at any time during these colder mornings. So please take it slow this morning. Taking a look here, this is live in Maplewood. Good morning. If you're waking up there, things getting off to a pretty steady start in that area and really around the entire Twin Cities metro. Not tracking any crashes right now, and drive times are just fine. If you ever have questions about a messy commute, drive times before you head out the door, or construction near you, follow me on Facebook and I'll get back to you with an answer.
All right, Cece, thank you very much. In just a few hours, teachers in the state's largest school district will start voting on whether to walk off the job after they say health insurance stalled contract negotiations with the district. Audrey Russo is live at Sandberg Education Center with the details. Audrey.
Yeah, the voting process for the union is going to take place over the next 4 days. But union reps tell me anecdotally that about 90% of their teacher membership supports a strike. So let's talk about how we got to this point. There have been 8 negotiation sessions so far between the union and the district. The district tells me it's got another mediation session set for January 2nd. The union wouldn't really be able to walk off the job much before then. Now, if the members do vote to strike, they have to give the district 10 days notice, and union reps tell me they're meeting on December 22nd to decide the timeline of when they would file that hypothetical notice if they do vote to strike. And that 10-day notice is mandated by state law, and it's supposed to be a cooling down period and really supposed to spur one more last-ditch effort in order to come to an agreement between the district and the union. Now, the district tells me that December 22nd is actually a big day for them, too. That's when they're planning on holding a special board meeting to talk about the contingency plan for what they would do if the teachers walk off the job. I've got more on what that plan entails and how it could impact your kids' school day coming up in about 30 minutes. Back to you.
I know a lot of those parents watching that very, very closely. All right, Audrey, thank you very much for that update. Right now, the Robbinsdale School District says they're working on a strong transition plan after voting to close 3 schools to help fix its $21 million budget deficit. A former teacher in the district says it's similar to another controversial closure back in 1982. 15 years ago, Dr. Mark Mertens wrote a more than 600-page doctoral dissertation on the process to close Robbinsdale High School back when there were 3 of them. He says the process left lasting scars on the community, telling the current superintendent this bit of advice.
I said you just have to make sure that you don't end up with a shrunken version of the status quo, because what makes sense to parents anytime you're closing a building, because they know they're giving up something, is that you are showing them that you are improving the quality of education.
Now, the school closures include 2 elementary schools and a middle school, along with its educational services building. In just a few hours, classes will be back in session for 2 major South Metro districts after several online threats forced schools to close yesterday. And this morning, authorities say a 16-year-old boy is in custody at the Dakota County Juvenile Detention Center. This comes after Apple Valley police say they were contacted Monday night about potential threats made on social media. The threats appear to target high schools, leading officials to close all 5 high schools in the Rosemount Apple Valley Egan School District and the 2 in the Burnsville Egan Savage districts. Many parents also chose to keep their elementary or middle schoolers at home and question why all schools weren't closed.
I thought that was ridiculous because our children are even more vulnerable. They're even more small, and it's inappropriate. If there's a possible threat, keep them home.
After school activities were also canceled last night, police say there is no threat to the public this morning. Time now 6:05. We are live from the White House, where in just over 12 hours, President Trump will make an address to the nation. He made the announcement just yesterday on Truth Social. According to the White House, the president will look back on his accomplishments this year and look ahead to 2026. That address is scheduled for 8 p.m., and you can watch it right here on KARE 11. Results are in this morning for the special primary elections to fill 2 vacant House seats. For District 47A, DFL candidate Shelley Buck won the primary. No Republican candidates filed to run for the seat representing Maplewood and Woodbury, meaning Buck will be the only candidate on the ballot for the special election. And then in House District 64A, Meg Lugar Nikolai is leading with all precincts reporting. That seat was held by St. Paul Mayor-elect Kali Herr. So the DFL winner will take on the lone Republican, Dan Walsh. Both special elections will be next month. A big announcement involving the Minnesota Twins today. The Pohlads expected to reveal 3 new investors in the team. Michelle Beck is live at Target Field this morning with what this means. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, hey there. A 2 p.m. announcement will make things official, but the Twins did call to tell us they'll be announcing a new limited partner. There's actually 3 new limited partners, according to Sports Illustrated. As for who they could be, The Athletic reports Craig Leopold, owner of the Minnesota Wild, is the lead investor. The report continues the Pohlad family will be selling more than 20% of the franchise at a $1.75 billion valuation. Today's update follows news from August that some fans considered a bait and switch, that there in fact wouldn't be new owners who'd spend more money on new players.
I thought when I saw it, I thought it was going to be selling the team, and then I kept reading, and they said they were keeping the team, and I was not in a good mood about that.
The Pohlad family has owned the Twins franchise for more than 4 decades, and we know that they'll remain in control regardless of the names that are announced today. Back to you.
Yeah, hopefully the vibes are low, the expectations are low. Hopefully some of this can turn that around for Twins fans. All right, Michelle, thank you very much. And speaking of the Twins, if you're wanting to get away to see the Twins play, take a look at this. Tickets for spring training games in Fort Myers, Florida are available right now. The first one is on February 20th, so get ready. And then with snow and all kinds of horrible weather on the way again, let's just take a deep breath, take a look at your screen right now, enjoy this live shot from Fort Myers, Florida right now, where today's high will be a nice and balmy 78 degrees.